We sound sexy.
Do we sound sexy? Really? Because I can't. I can hear me. Oh, it sounds fucking fabulous. Malcolm, can you turn yours up a little bit? Because last time I could barely hear you.
You gonna hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I might just take the kicked back approach like this today.
Oh, really?
Hey, ladies.
So we can't hear you at all? That'd be fantastic.
There's something very masculine about you right now. Isn't he just exuding a lot of masculinity?
It is. You know what it is? It's
I didn't
his
shower.
ball scent. That's what it is. Okay, there she is.
I didn't shower at all. It's delicious.
It's your essence.
I went to the grilled cheese invitational on Saturday.
How was that?
Sit right in front of the joint.
Okay.
And see if you can see her okay. Yeah? Because you'll be able to see you right there.
You'll see it in a second.
And
Once
then
it starts.
Where's the camera?
The camera's right
There.
here.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Too hot. I'm definitely too hot.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Beautiful.
I think I could be turned
Am I
down
in front of
a
the
hair
right
or
camera?
5.
How's it going?
How are you?
Alrighty.
I like your pimping your show there.
This is just
Hello, hello. I think I'm too fucking loud, no?
Ouch.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm even.
And
Just
now
say something.
it's time for Between
Hello,
the
I think
Sheets
I'm
with
good.
Lora Somoza.
Right?
Guys, we can all hear you right now.
I feel
Don't
too
shower
loud.
just yet. It's gonna get dirty.
It is gonna get filthy.
Oh, it is dirty. It's dirty because Sterling's balls are dirty.
They're disgusting.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Between the Sheets with Lora Somoza. I am here with Sterling and his dirty balls.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
They're great.
Actually, they're not really that dirty right now.
No,
You've taken care of them.
I wet napped them.
You did. Sterling was telling me on the way here, he's like, I went, I did CrossFit, and then I realized that the show's starting very soon, so I need to probably take a shower, and he did not have time, so he did the male version of the French whore bath, which I think is kind of cool.
Wet napped the balls and the underarms,
As one does.
and I was done.
I'm pretty happy about that.
You guys want a hug?
I do. I was thinking, like I said, but before we had that one show where we were doing like the men's or it wasn't Maxim, it was Men's Health that had the tips on like sex tips, and one of them was go running, and then have your woman go down on you or something to that effect. It was really something strange.
I don't hate any woman enough to make her do that.
Okay, well I appreciate about that too.
That's hopeful.
That is. It gives you hope for humanity.
It's a low bar, but I appreciate it.
I was hoping that would just end with I don't hate any woman.
Period.
Nope.
And then done. But no, not quite. We're joined again by the lovely Sofiya Alexandra.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Yay! And we have a new special guest. I've been really excited to have you, Kira Soltanovich.
Yeah!
Yay!
Yay myself?
Yes.
Yay!
Absolutely yay yourself. Yes.
Oh, I love to yay myself.
And Malcolm is joining us in the sound booth. Hey, Malcolm.
Hi, Laura.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I love it that we.
Whoa. That is
That's such a low voice for such a youngster.
I know. Malcolm looks
goodness.
young, but he's actually a pervert.
105 in erotic years.
Yeah,
Is it like
exactly.
a Benjamin Button situation?
It kind of is.
So, how old are you? Are you like on a high school project or something? Or
He is. He's getting high school credit.
are you getting credit for this?
I wish. I'm 21.
21.
Whoa.
Wow.
You
Like
were
how
way
we
off.
said it.
Look
Kira.
at you.
Way
You can
off.
vote and you can like, look porn and everything.
Can't rent a car though.
You
Can't rent
can
a
have
car.
sex
that true?
soon.
25.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Call me when you can go to Avis.
Malcolm, can you turn us all up a little bit?
Yeah.
I can have problems hearing you and have problems hearing
Yeah, I
Kira.
don't-
Oh, you guys are really loud. You just gotta. You see
Oh.
that blue right there?
Yeah, I see the
Get
blue.
up close
Do you
to
see
it.
your blue?
What's the blue?
The blue dot
Just get up
underneath.
close.
Blue dot.
Yeah, kind of like we think when you're
Make
giving
your-
a blowjob. Think of
Yeah.
underneath the.
Make your
The-
microphone
yeah.
more vertical.
See?
Kira.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stick it up.
Like this? Oh,
No,
like
that's
up?
it. Yeah,
There
there you
you
go.
go.
There it is.
We're professional here.
Okay.
While
Wow,
she
my
is
first time.
finger banging her microphone, I want to give a little shout out to our peeps at laspeedweed.com, our fabulous sponsor. Whenever you have medicinal marijuana needs, you know what to do. You get onto the little interweb and do laspeedweed.com, or even call them at 888-860-8472 and say, hello, I have anal glaucoma and I need help with that. Can you come on over and give us some edibles or some sort of thing to smoke so it goes away? And they say, yes, I can. And in 30 minutes or less, just like a pizza, they come over. They should come over with a pizza, but they take care of all of your needs. So laspeedweed.com, we love them so much.
You're confusing glaucoma with polyps.
No. What?
If you sit on a toilet seat, you will get anal glaucoma.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
You have to use the little paper.
There's
things.
nothing worse than a
Yes.
old blind anus.
I know.
The
The old
saddest-
one eye.
Is the saddest story in the book.
Is it kind of like it's like a one eye, like a little stink eye? Is that the problem?
What is stink eye?
You know when someone gives you the stink eye, it's like they're giving you a
right.
dirty.
It's not
They're
a
giving you a dirty
physical
look.
thing. It's okay.
It can't be. We can create something right now if you'd like.
I don't know. I think that's when somebody winks their butthole at you.
It is now, and now LA Speedweed will take care of that for you. It'll make the stink eye go away. That's what we have figured out today, and I'm still waiting for them to create edible underwear. Waiting.
Well, when you
Weed
pitch
wear.
anal glaucoma, on edible underwear just sounds terrible.
This is true.
Yeah, it sounds like
Bad marketing.
I
I
am
don't
going to
wanna-
think about reworking my pitch.
Yeah,
Is what you're saying.
yeah.
I need to hire you to write for me because obviously
you
I'm
might
not doing
want to
it.
punch it up.
Okay.
That's all we're saying.
All right.
I mean,
Sorry.
anal, anything else like anal gingivitis, that's okay. You know what I mean?
That's
Because we
all right.
all have a
Anal
little bit.
gingivitis. So you
But I
floss, then you butt floss.
I think
Right.
somehow you've
Okay.
managed to make it worse.
Have I?
Which I did not think was possible.
Is gingivitis worse than
I think it
glaucoma?
is.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
a little bit.
Unless glaucoma also stinks,
No, that's just when your eyes.
which I don't.
It's
think
kind of
is
like
true.
pink eye, but brown eye.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Why
It
are
just
we
took a
doing
really
that?
terrible turn, didn't it?
Let's pop it back in.
I blame Malcolm.
Seriously, Malcolm.
It all
is this
started
what
when
they
we
teach in
introduced
high
you.
School? Is this what they teach in high school nowadays?
I don't know. It's been like, I don't know.
It's been at least months.
Yeah, it's been like months, you guys.
Well,
You're ridiculous. He doesn't remember that far back.
I take that as a compliment. Though.
Exactly.
That's
Well, you know what?
true.
I did a show for you, Malcolm,
Yeah.
because we're going to take a test.
Okay.
And I figure you still have your peachy folder and, your little number 2 pencil and your blue book, right?
Yeah, I do.
Are you ready? It's
right
pop
now.
quiz
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But before we do that, we have current events, as we do, right? And because we have a new guest today, I have to bring it back to Florida, as we do. Because Florida is our favorite place in the world. Anything bad that happens sexually is either in Florida or Germany, basically. I mean,
Really?
80% of the time is Florida.
So old Jews or old Germans? Yikes!
Yes.
they just cannot shake their past.
No, and you don't really have to be old. You can be, anywhere from 18 on up.
Now, are you from Florida? Is that why?
I thankfully am not.
Okay, so do you have a past with Florida? Did Florida molest you when you were a child?
Florida molests me every time I go onto the interweb and look for news. If I Google weird sex news, basically it all comes to Florida.
I would love to see
It's
the
ground
history
zero.
on your computer.
My-
Weird sex news.
My Google search really is
Frightening.
horrific. I have to be on some sort of, watch list.
I'm sure
At
you
least
are.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least with the gonorrhea community. Or was it glaucoma? Glaucoma.
All the
Anal-
above.
the
Well,
anal
yeah, we had them there
glaucoma
too.
community.
Yeah, I already have people that are under strict orders. If I die suddenly, that they have to come and destroy my computer
I can
and my
understand that.
iPad
Sure.
and my iPhone.
And just
I think that's
empty
it.
your pockets just to be safe.
That's a good thing. Yeah, I'm
I
wearing
just
my
want
Rolling
to know
Stones.
how
suit.
many portraits of Beyonce are too many for someone to discover after you die? Completely hypothetically speaking, would you say 104?
No, that seems
Just-
normal.
That
That's how many
seems
she
good,
has in
right?
her own place.
Well, I mean, you would too.
You have
Beyonce.
Beyonce sheets, don't you?
If they exist, I'm going to get.
You're
them tonight.
Googling them now. I know you are. Somebody
I'm sure
likes Beyonce.
I'm sure Beyonce's mom has designed them. Doesn't she design everything?
House of
She
Darion,
probably does.
I'm
You're
sure
right.
House of Darion carries them. I'm sure.
House of what?
That's her
That's
mom's.
the brand.
They have a
Come
yeah.
on.
Get on it.
Her mother designed
How do you not know that?
all of the outfits
And the
that
costumes.
Yeah.
Destiny's Child would wear on stage.
And
on
what's it
tour.
called?
House of Darion.
House of Derriere.
Is that her name?
See, we're bringing it back
Darian?
to the anus. Sorry.
Laura, I want.
We're a little anally fixated.
Laura's on an anus kick, you guys.
but, yeah. Do it in the butt. Nope.
Oh, thank
So, okay, you have a quiz
God.
from Florida.
Look, he's on top of it.
Malcolm's
so
on
hard.
top of it. I can't hear it, Malcolm.
Me, babe.
There you go. Derriere. Okay, let us go to Florida, shall we? Because I just love
This has already been the best show ever.
Yeah, all right. The headline again. Just this place makes me so happy. Rejected woman yanks ex's penis. Deputy says.
Not off, though, right?
Rejected woman
Just
yanks
So far, so
ex's
good.
penis.
Okay, what's the problem?
Right? You're in. Right?
feels like so far it doesn't matter.
So far, so good.
But
Yeah. Okay. And I love her name. I'm not gonna say that I'm thinking under any racial profiling, but
that is not a good start.
when
Beyonce.
LaQuiva Sherelle Wallace.
She sounds Asian.
22.
She sounds Asian. Korean?
Yes,
Korean.
Korean from Tampa, visited her ex-boyfriend on Tuesday to pick up their daughter. She allegedly talked to him about starting up another dating relationship, quote unquote, according to the arrest affidavit of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. The ex apparently was not interested in getting back together, and then the couple reportedly began to feud. That's when Wallace decided to pull a move. And the ex told deputies that Wallace grabbed his penis with her right hand and pulled it, causing him to feel pain, the affidavit stated. A relative of the ex was present and witnessed the forceful yanking. Wallace was charged with battery.
I'm sorry. How could you take it seriously when the reasonable people in the article are from the Manatee Police Department? Are you for real? Are the policemen actual manatees?
Oh, I did not think about that.
I mean, what?
How
what
great would
kind
that
of
be?
state
Where do you
is
put
this?
the little badge?
Where do you put anything?
Where do they put the
Where do you give a
gun?
fuck about the justice system created by humans?
I think we just created a new music video called "Can I Yank Your Dick?"
Oh,
Isn't that the
so
best?
much.
I think you're onto something.
Those chicks, those rappers, are gonna come out with the new "Can I Yank Your Dick?"
Can I yank your dick? That's right. Malcolm, can I yank your dick?
What is that?
Can I smell
Some
your?
practic-
Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
Yes.
what you're
Oh,
talking about.
okay, it's the best.
One of
Yeah.
my favorite
One of
videos
the
in the
best things-
history of
Of
YouTube.
videos, yeah.
The world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
It's a
world.
beautiful song. If I ever get married, I'm going to dance to that with my
name-
dad.
That would be
the father-daughter
hilarious.
dance is going to be Can I Smell
I
Your
urge
Dick?
you to reconsider
Yes.
and to
Maybe.
to maybe try the Whisper song by the Yin Yang Twins.
What
if
is
you
that?
really want to be made uncomfortable,
What is that?
Sing with your father.
What's the Whisper
Malcolm,
song?
thank you.
This is the Whisper song?
Oh,
Listen
this
to the
is
lyrics.
great. This
Okay.
is great. Yeah. No, this is
Settle in,
definitely
kiddies.
Mother, daughter, mother, father.
Wait
They
till the
recorded
chorus.
this. They recorded this in a library, so they had to comply by the rules.
Check out Malcolm is so into this song.
I think he needs a throat.
Listen to this part.
I feel like it's very polite.
I'ma
Like he's
beat
not being
that pussy
aggressive.
up.
Yeah.
You know why? Because his girlfriend's sleeping right next to him.
Oh, that's so
Look at that.
sweet. I don't feel like it's as aggressive as other songs. I feel
You
like
know
it's
what
really
it
kinda
is?
Sweet.
It's kind of sweet.
Whisper.
Maybe you danced to with Nana with
I'm
it.
just saying.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're just saying, hey?
Hey.
I'm just saying, hey.
Wait till you
Wait till you see my dick.
Wait till you see my
Wait till you see it.
Oh, that's like something sweet you would
That's so
say, like,
sweet.
"Hey, it's our anniversary.
I'ma
Wait till you see my
I'ma
dick."
beat that pussy up.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
That's so
We're
sweet
very
with
romantic.
your dad. You're gonna be on his feet, on his little feet.
I'm going back to
Oh my
therapy
God.
right after this show.
Aw. And you know
Wow.
what? True story. They recorded that Whisper song in Florida. Weird.
Ah!
Weird.
Right
Isn't
before
that
the
weird?
sinkhole sucked them down.
Yep, it's true.
I would like to know on a practical level why his dick was so accessible. Like, because it takes some work to just yank a
Good
dick.
job, Columbo.
I have
Good
Right?
job.
one
Yep.
answer.
That's a
2
good
words,
question.
Basketball shorts.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Good
whenever
point.
I get hit on by a man wearing basketball shorts, I think,
Yank.
why did you bother? Because you're not on your game right now. You're wearing socks with sandals, and you are wearing basketball shorts. Maybe don't right
Where
now.
do you get hit on?
On the street by men who are wearing basketball shorts. And
In
2,
front of a
I'm like,
Jewish
oh my God,
retirement
I
home?
can see your bulge the entire
Totally
time.
see your balls.
Wait, so basketball shorts, are they like sweatpants where everything just kind of dangles?
They're kind of made of the same material. Remember the dolphin shorts? You don't know because you're like, a
foreign.
fetus still. But dolphin shorts, remember in the 80s where the
Yeah.
guys would wear them and you just see like, pork
Everything.
swords. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Those were fantastic. I think they should bring those back.
Our gym
No.
shorts in junior high.
Bring 'em back.
Junior high, a time when you are getting your first
Period.
period, exactly.
Yes.
And
So-
And
boner.
boner.
And
yes.
boner.
Can't start-
Where everything embarrassing happens. And by all means, make
Downstairs.
sure that you're wearing something so short that they can see it.
Yeah, whoever designed our gym outfits that we had to wear, mandatory gym outfits,
Yeah.
had an amazing sense
That's a
of
humor. I think it was God.
It must have been God. God designed them. Because I grew up in San
That
Francisco.
sounds like Jesus.
Right?
work.
That wacky
is
Jesus.
working. I grew up in San Francisco where it's always freezing cold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Already, so you would think there's no way any action's gonna happen. 12-year-old in my gym class, but every dude, the seam was like right on the crotch. Like every 12-year-old boy had a boner the minute they put those on. Every single one. And it was so, and you're going through that whole change as a preteen, and it was so like confusing yet interesting.
Exactly.
Yet I'm frightened, but I'm listening.
Go on. You have my attention.
Right. Yeah. So those are the gym shorts.
I remember in 7th
Yep.
grade, we had Ms. Blodgett was our gym instructor.
She had no other job but to be a gym instructor.
Well,
That
and
last name.
Ms. Blodgett
Destiny.
back then, I think that was like 1981 or something. And, she was already the Ms. So, lesbian. And she wore the really short tennis shorts, and she would do the calisthenics at the front of the room for us, and do like the bend over and the stretch and touch your toes and all this stuff. And I remember everyone was laughing, and this was like I was 7th grade, I think, and because she was wearing the same short shorts, and everyone's laughing in front of her, and she's like, "What's so funny? What's up?" And no one wanted to say anything, and finally she made somebody tell her, and she screamed out, "Your tampon string showing!" And it
Bummer.
was like,
Wow. So she.
Is your school like? Wow, it sounds like it was like just the zoo. You guys were like.
We
you need to
were. It was
fight
like-
for like.
we needed Michelle Pfeiffer to come and be like the
had to.
badass teacher and get us all into shape before the big,
Sound like some dangerous minds. you
Yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Well, at least she was still ovulating. That's nice to know that she was still young.
Ah, Kira,
She
half
was-
full glass cannon down.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I never thought of that. You're right, because I looked at her and thought, barren as the Sahara Desert.
Right.
But you are right.
That's how I thought our gym I thought lesbians weren't allowed to ovulate. We had gym teachers that I'm sure were younger than I thought they were.
Yeah, exactly.
But they seemed like they were in their 80s to us. But that's nice. That's nice. I'm glad that
She was. I'm sure that, she must have been, she was super old. She had to be at least 35. Like really old at the time. Yeah, she was
She
ancient.
probably slept at the school too.
I'm pretty sure
all
that
the
just
teachers.
just dust was coming out
Wasn't
at that
it
point.
weird when you saw them like at the grocery
Yes.
store outside
It
of
was
school?
Yes.
Yes.
It was so alarming. I immediately would freeze. I'd be at the grocery store, see my Mr. Hafey walk down the aisle with
Hafey.
like food that he eats.
Like some kind of a person.
Food, and then you look into his cart. I don't want to see the creams and the man.
I don't want to see how the sausage
that
is
you're
made,
buying.
Hayes.
Yes.
All right.
Nah.
I don't wanna see-
Exactly. It was so
I
disturbing.
had in my middle school, I went to Catholic school. We had Sheila Nelson, that was this obese gym teacher who looked exactly like Louis Anderson.
Wow.
Oh,
And-
Jesus.
Yeah.
And she was a gym teacher. I like that.
And a couple of
Because
times.
those who can't teach.
Couple times. And they'd ring the bell and we'd have to line up in complete silence. And the best story was she bent over and farted.
I love that it still makes him laugh.
I know, right?
You couldn't finish his
There it
sentence.
is.
To an
Yeah.
entire-
25 years later, 30 years
To
later.
an entire middle school, that was the funniest thing. And then she had a second part-time job at a liquor store. It was very small
And drank,
town.
you know,
Oh, no.
And I remember
wickedly after that night.
buying Funyuns from Sheila Nelson at the fucking
The farter.
at the liquor store.
Oh, you guys, I'm so heartbroken.
I am too. I feel really bad for her right
It's
now.
pretty grim.
For you listening, Sheila, we're sorry.
It's pretty grim.
We had a coach named
No, I
Coach
don't-
Whiting, who it turns out had one ball.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
Obviously, earning
Is he
himself
putting
the
his balls
nickname
away one day after a game?
One ball Whiting. And it turns out he was a real asshole. I never had him as a PE coach, but it turns out he was a real asshole. And so everyone kind of hated him and would be like, God, he's such a dick. And then they found out he had one ball and they were like, oh no. Like,
You
we
felt
can
bad
no
about it
longer
then.
Say like, what an asshole. But we can still call him one ball Whiting.
You can.
In the logic of like the 7th grade,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's only fair then. Because then it's true. It's
You could've-
cool.
Did you ever ask how he ended
I
up with
don't-
one ball?
I think it was testicular cancer, which is why
It's
no
ball
one
cancer.
felt good about
Oh.
joking about that for obvious reasons.
Right,
But-
right.
Well, we are monsters.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he dated that chick LaQuisha in Florida,
She
and she
yanked it
yanked
out.
one of the balls out.
He could have yanked. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I yank
never
your
know.
ball?
Oh, God. That would be painful.
That could happen. Sure. Right.
Back when you were talking about that kind of that mild interest that starts to form, I remember being like maybe in 4th grade. Remember you had those kind of uneven bars that you would play on, and I remember like this one kid that this one guy that got on it and just like rammed himself onto it, and like he seemed to be in a lot of pain, and the girls were all standing around going, I don't understand. He seems like kind of a pussy because that wouldn't really hurt me at all. And he's on the floor crying like a little bitch, and that really didn't seem that right there seemed to see that there was something different. That was him. Yeah. He's there right now in the sound control.
My cousin lost one doing motocross.
Oh, how? That sounds so badass.
No, I'm more shocked you have a redneck cousin.
I am not.
Yeah, you don't picture a guy named Sterling having like a redneck cousin.
I got one cousin. I got one cousin, and we were jumping a pile of dirt.
As you do.
He's like, I was 25.
This was last weekend.
Right, exactly. I went back to Florida.
Not motorcycle motocross, but like BMX.
Oh.
And,
Well then, the classy
we couldn't
kind.
afford a fucking motorcycle, and he just jumped and on the land, he stuck it on the land. Yeah.
And was there like a squish sound? Or any kind of,
Yeah, what happens to it?
Yeah.
It just ruptures.
Does the little tiny yolk come out and just like...
Yes.
Do you like a...
It's like a 3-minute egg. It just gets
yolk
running.
bleeds
What
out.
happened to you, Malcolm, when you lost your balls?
A little hummingbird popped out, flew away.
I love that story.
Doves cried.
Tell it again. Tell it again.
That's a great party trick. Watch what I can do.
Watch my balls burst into doves.
Then this
oh
is
my
true.
God, what a hot magician.
Right?
My
David Blaine is so jealous.
cousins in high school, this is all true. High school sweetheart, 16 years old. It was her 16th birthday. He grew up in the panhandle of Florida. The mother threw
Florida. Told you.
threw them a surprise party. They ran out of liquor.
Okay.
So the mother said she'd go get more.
Of course.
Got in the car, backed over, and killed her daughter.
Oh my god.
Through the grieving process, 2 years later, Jimmy and Alice got together, and on his 18th birthday, she jumped in the window of his double-wide trailer. They had sex, and they were married for 26 years.
Wait, the
They just got
mom and the
Yes.
and the kid?
Yes, who was
And the kid.
1 year younger than his mom. My cousin was married to someone
Wait,
1
I
year
don't
younger than his
understand
mom.
what's-
Wait. I need you need to draw a picture
Who
of
died?
I think you need to use names.
this. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if they're fake.
Yeah.
I only have one cousin, so.
Okay, wait. So the cousin
Jimmy and his girlfriend, 16 years old.
Who's
Okay.
Jimmy?
Who's
Your
Jimmy
cousin?
is
My
your
cousin.
Jimmy's your cousin.
One ball.
One ball.
One ball Jimmy.
One ball and girl.
One ball Jimmy, double wide trailer. High school sweethearts. at the birthday party that the mother threw for her,
Okay.
they ran out of liquor.
Okay. And
So
the
the mother
mom
was gonna go get
killed
more.
Sweetheart.
Yes.
Okay.
And through her own daughter, killed her own
Okay.
daughter.
And then 2 years later, she marries Jimmy.
Through the grieving process, they got close. And then on his 18th
I'm so
birthday,
sad. Let me suck your dick.
Married,
on the 18th
married his
birthday-
daughter's boyfriend.
On the 18th
Yes.
birthday.
she jumped in the window of the double wide. They consummated, and they were together until last year. So that was over 20 years.
That is insane.
And
I
just
want to know why they
curious-
broke up.
Yeah. Why would someone break up after that craziness?
They just didn't have
Jeez.
much in common? Like what?
18 shades of fucking crazy.
You think?
That's terrible that she killed her daughter, running her over with
That
a
is
car.
so sad, dude.
She has a mastectomy. She had one breast removed.
And he has one ball?
And she has one ball. She wears
They
a,
seem perfect for each other
she
then.
wears a half shirt that says, boys, gotta love them, with no bra. So she just has one boob just slamming around.
Oh my god!
I
That's the
laugh
whole show.
so I
Let's
don't
go.
cry.
Let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
Atlanta.
I think we should just end the show now.
Guys,
wow.
I'm sad.
That's amazing. You have some interesting relatives, my friend.
Yes.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Maryland. They are in the Fort Walton Beach, Florida.
You had some interesting time in some sort of motorhome with that crazy chick.
I hooked up with a mechanic.
Yes. Tell the ladies about this mechanic. I love this story. Tell the
What
kids at
about
home.
her?
Didn't she have a boyfriend or something that showed up or she had some issue,
We were at the Hog's Breath Saloon in Fort Walton Beach.
as one
Florida.
does.
Hammered, and my aunt was trying to hook me up with this girl who was interested in me.
I love that you say aunt too, because it just sounds so aristocratic.
Jimmy's mom.
Of course.
And I was dirty dancing with a woman in a coveralls
Go on.
who had a
You
patch.
can't stop
Who
now.
had a patch.
An eye patch?
No.
Oh, okay, because that would have been perfect.
Her name on her thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
we-
If she had an eye patch with her name on it, that would have been fucking great.
And we went back to her place, and which was like just covered in wood paneling, like it was really weird. And then she heard a car and was like, "Get in the closet, get in the closet, get in the closet." And I was like, "What the fuck?" She said it was her ex-husband's best friend who was checking on her. So I'm literally fucking buck naked in her closet, in her trailer. As some dude's storming in going, "I swear to God, I saw somebody in here. I am sweating my balls off." And she's
You
like,
need
"No,
one of
there's
those wet
nobody
naps.
here." I can see feet under the light in the crack in the fucking closet. He
It's like
finally,
a horror movie.
It is.
You're like waiting for the doorknob to twist.
I was.
Slowly.
and
It's called Flora, don't.
and he finally left, and she opens the door and jumps spread eagle onto her waterbed.
And you continued.
Yeah.
Because that gets sexy.
And then she started to cry. And I was like, what's the matter? She goes, do you think I'm tan?
Tan.
And I was like, what? Yeah, I think you're tan. She goes, cause I came in second place in the Miss Banana Boat Tanning Championship. And I was like,
Oh my god.
I said, honey,
Oh my god.
I said, you know all those contests are rigged. And she goes, oh my God, that's the sweetest thing anybody's ever said to me.
God.
And she and Sterling were married until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Jesus,
Yeah.
dude.
If you're gonna tell any more stories like that, I need to call speedweed.com.
Yes.
And get very, very taken care of because I can't take it. I cannot.
Yeah.
It's hard to listen to that
take
sober.
That.
Sterling, that is a lot to handle.
Yeah.
For
It was-
today, for all of us.
And then I left in the morning. I had no idea where
In the
I
morning.
was.
I'm proud of you for staying that long.
I couldn't move. I was pretty hammered.
And he was slathered in fake tanning.
I was
So, you know,
I was
This is
slathered.
before bronzer.
yeah, you can't move quickly. In
I
that
was
stuff.
slathered in banana boat and shame.
Well, let's let's try to cleanse our palate, shall we?
Sure.
I don't think it's possible.
If I know you, I feel like the next thing is gonna be worse than this.
No, actually, it's not. I did a little research, and this is from the Institute of the Advanced Study of Human Sexuality in San Francisco. Now, since we only have a half an hour left, there's no way we're going to get through 100 questions, so we're just going to try and get through a few of these. And this is the 100 questions that they use for an examination for the master's and the doctorate degree in sexuality. So the students are obviously given a hell of a lot more questions. It's not just if you guys answer these, you will not become like a doctorate in sexuality. So you're not Dr. Love.
I won't.
No.
Why did I come here?
I don't know. But this is a general selection of questions that are offered as a tool for seriously interested, listeners and readers that want to see if they know anything about sex. So we put together there's true and false and some multiple choice, and I figured we'll get through some now, and then throughout different shows, I'll sporadically see what you know about sex. And it was funny because I went through some of these and I was like, this is kind of interesting because some of them are pretty obvious and other ones are like, did not know that. So let's start off true or false, shall we?
50-50. I like it.
50-50.
I like those odds.
Yes.
Those are good odds.
Okay, so condoms, spermicidal foams, and diaphragms are all non-prescription forms of contraception.
True.
Spermicidal foams and what?
Diaphragms.
Oh, diaphragm you need a
You need a prescription for that. They have
but
to
not for
fit
the
you,
others.
don't they?
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, what's up, Sterling?
Hey.
It's a
What's up,
false.
Liz?
It's
Wow,
false.
I didn't know
Nailing
that.
it.
They need to fit you?
Yeah.
I know, because one time I asked my doctor about the Depo-Provera shots, because I was like, that's the least amount of work, right?
Right.
That's what I'm looking for here. And he was like, those decrease your bone mass. I don't want you to do them. And I was like, all right. And I was like, what's the next
Easiest.
best that's not hormonal? And he was like, a diaphragm. And I was like, that sounds really old fashioned.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, but come back and I'll fit you. And I was like, this is already too much work.
Right.
You understand?
Did he
You're like,
bring
it
out
sounds
one
like
of those-
orthotics.
One of those
Yeah.
shoe things that they do, when you put your
Exactly.
foot
Little
in. and it's
metal
like,
thing,
yeah,
you stick your vagina in it. They're
I
like,
always
yep,
think-
about this big.
I always think of it as they do that like a plaster of Paris or something that they would stick in your vagina. It's like
Paper mache your cervix from the inside.
perfect. Now I want to do it.
No wonder every
Exactly.
time I would put it in my old diaphragm, I had to use a shoehorn.
Makes sense now, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
just to kind of scoop it in there. I get it now. I get it.
I had a friend of mine that used to like to paper mache guys' penises and for her art work.
Of course.
Oh, I've seen those
Yeah.
before. Yeah, but you have to have a huge penis.
Yeah, otherwise
order
it looks
to do
kind of
that.
funny.
Otherwise, it's like, oh, did your 2-year-old make something at daycare? You know what I mean? It looks.
This is the tiniest castle.
That
of all
is the
time.
cutest little
Oh,
thing.
what is that?
Is that a pickle?
Yay!
It's a sweet pickle, right? no.
one of those
Oh.
gherkins.
It's a cornichon, you guys.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
your
cornichon.
husband.
Yikes.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yikes.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing the paper mache thing when I was pregnant. Have you seen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the bellies.
Right.
No, your clit.
Right. Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to do that. hmm
It's both.
It's a cornichon.
Exactly. Yeah, you should do that sometime. You're going to get pregnant,
pregnant again.
Just get pregnant again just for that.
I don't know.
No?
That's the scream
Thinking
of
about
a
it?
woman who's done with having children.
Right?
Do you see why I'm dressed like this and you guys look all cute and put together?
You're like, you're
That's
done?
the difference.
I'm done. I'm done
Yeah.
with sex. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more. No more blowjobs for me. I saw a great
Let's not go
onesie on a kid
crazy.
one time, on a baby, and all it said was, all my dad wanted was a blowjob.
Yeah.
Like, that's adorbs.
I would make a onesie. I always talk about this on stage that says, ladies, this is what happens when he says just the tip.
No.
Because that was our
That's-
anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
For the next 50 years.
Minimum.
Minimum, exactly. Okay, how about voyeurs or peeping toms are not likely to commit sexual assaults? True or false?
Are not likely?
Not
Yeah.
likely.
I'm going to say true.
I don't know if the knowledge I'll be using for this is real knowledge or Law and Order SVU knowledge.
I'm in. I'm in already.
Don't think. According to research, no, I've got nothing.
According to Mariska Hargitay.
Yeah, listen. According to Detectives Stabler and Benson, I do believe that it doesn't often escalate.
It doesn't.
It is true. They are not likely to commit sexual assault.
Boom!
Yes.
Oh, then I feel better about my weekend already.
Right?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just like to watch. That's all. Androgen therapy. I had to go look that up. It's hormone treatment for male aging. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, yesterday.
Right? I
my
know.
grandpa and my boyfriend's like, I just saw he had that antigen stuff on his desk. He's like, don't kiss him because you don't know where he's been rubbing. And I'm like, where do you rub it? Where did people put it? I got really nervous. He's like, you'll sprout hair wherever you touched him on your hand and stuff. And I'm like,
Oh,
so creeped out. And he's like, no, it's supposed to be on the shoulder. And I'm like, what? I
On the
don't
shoulder?
know what you're saying.
I didn't know that
Anyway,
part.
but it freaked me out because I might have hairy hands and lips now.
You probably will. You'll grow it on your cheek. Just one cheek, though.
Terrible.
Androgen therapy is usually successful in treating problems of impotence.
Ew. He's
Wait, is this a true
87.
false
I
or
don't
something?
wanna
Or
hear
True,
am I
these are true or
listening to-
false. True or
Oh.
false.
Okay, so androgen therapy treats impotence. True or false is the question?
Yes.
And androgen therapy is hormone treatment?
It's a hormone treatment that is usually used for male aging.
Well,
It's kind of like menopause, but for men. Manopause.
well then I guess true.
I
right?
know some guys that aren't that old that do the growth hormone thing already, and they say
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Oh, and they say
And
it
they
goes the
s-
opposite way.
No, they say you wake up with like an 18-year-old's, like the kind of boner you had when you were at 18 and waking up. So I'm going to actually say yes.
Wait, are boners different when you get older?
Well, when you're 18, it's like
Do you have a different
glitter
boner
and
right now, Malcolm?
parade And,
Malcolm, tell us what your boners
Are your boners different than when you were 12 and now we're 25?
or better yet,
Yeah, wait.
show us.
Show me your boner
us
now. It's
your
25-year-old boner versus a 40-year-old boner. Go.
Damn it.
Go.
No, he's 21.
I got see. Here's
You
the
know.
thing. It'll take me some time to work one up. He's probably sitting there with one.
That's right.
Oh, is
That's
that
the
the
difference.
You know why? Because the air conditioning's on in his
That's
room.
the
That's
difference.
why.
Really good in here, you know.
I'm gonna say yes, just on my very little bit of
You're going to say true?
yeah.
Okay, and that would be false.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, not
So
going to help you.
You need that and Viagra.
Yeah. I think you just need the Viagra.
That just seems
Have
like
you ever
too
taken
much
Viagra,
work.
Sterling?
No, I have other friends that take that recreationally.
I know. I just
I'm
think.
like, I feel like that's gonna fuck you up down the line if you
Yeah.
don't, if you don't need it yet and you're taking it for fun.
I just think you're going to get tip cancer. Something's going to go wrong, right? Something's
Why
going to
just
happen.
the tip?
I don't know.
Just the tip gets
Do you
cancer.
know?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know anyone? Has anyone ever been with somebody who's taken it to their knowledge? Because I know also guys that take it that don't tell them.
No,
on
not
that
to
they're
my
taking it.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm at the age where people can still
Get a hard on?
around me. Or like
I-
people I'm trying to fuck.
I think I know a couple of people that I think I have one guy that probably did because he was like he was a sex addict and would at some point I think probably did. I'm thinking he got to a point where he's like he wanted to have sex 8 times a day or 9 times a day, and I was like, stay the fuck away from my vagina at this point. I'm like, I need to put up like caution tape. Like this is just like a.
Too much.
Yeah, at some point. And then he, would just kind of be sitting there still.
I mean, I hear it's similar to like coke.
This is
right?
painful.
I
Huh?
like how Sterling was
But you-
disgusted by that. Oh,
Yeah, it's just too much.
it's too much
Isn't
work.
Viagra dick supposed to be similar to coke dick?
Is what?
Like the kind of dick you get when you're on cocaine?
It's opposite of that, right?
I don't do coke, so
I don't know.
God, what are
Coke
you good
dick
for,
is-
Sterling.
Viagra dick is.
I thought that you get it, but then you can't come.
Oh,
Not-
Malcolm,
not
can
the
you come
fact.
on Viagra?
I don't know. I haven't tried that yet.
I thought you were going to try it for
You can
us.
for sure come on Viagra.
Okay, I'll
No,
try
no, no.
this
Yeah.
I was saying the other.
I'll let you
The
know.
other.
Cocaine.
Coke dick?
Yes.
No, Coke dick. Yeah, you could probably just keep
That's
going
what-
for a while and not be able to come.
That's what I think.
That's
is.
problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's.
If you ever-
crazy
That's
hard,
no
but
fun
you
for
can-
Have you?
anyone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to give somebody a blowjob on a coke dick.
I'm sure it
You get
sounds
fucking lockjaw.
like
Not that I would know, and still resentful about it 10 years later.
Dude, not just that, but you're also listening to the most self-absorbed chatter of all time. You're like, God, the blowjob is bad enough. Can you just shut the
fuck up!
about all the businesses you
Oh
might
my
have in the
God! Here's a
future?
bottle of scotch.
You will
Anything.
you will never have those businesses. You are not going to remember this.
Oh, I'm seeing a little window into your sex life.
That's hilarious. You'll never have those businesses.
Oh my God! Yeah, I just got angry again from like 10 years ago. It's so funny. I'm so bitter.
He still has a heart on.
Oh. I'm so upset. Okay, number
Boner
4.
gets older, the girls stay the same age.
So sadly true. Number 4, exhibitionists are likely to attack the people to whom they expose themselves.
False.
False.
That would be correct in the falseness. Yes. Yay! A person's sexual orientation, i.e. the degree of heterosexual or homosexual interest, can change by itself in the course of time. True or false?
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
That's interesting.
I mean,
I'd have to say, it's got to be a
wait, read that question
possibility.
again.
Okay.
Read it again.
A person's sexual orientation, the degree of heterosexual or homosexual interest,
Okay.
can change by itself in the course of time.
I mean, sure, because, I mean, if you're straight or homosexual and you just get older, your degree is going to change wherever you are on the spectrum of who you want to have sex with. It's going to get, you know.
You're correct.
Okay,
True.
good.
It can
Yay!
change.
I was trying to pitch you the answer. I was
Like, you're
I
like,
felt I was
please?
like pitching a reality show. You know, it's called I Don't Want It Anymore. It's on NBC Tuesday nights.
Exactly.
Sorry about everything.
You're never going to open those businesses.
Number 6, it's not uncommon for animals of different species to have sexual intercourse with each other.
It's not uncommon. It's very uncommon.
Very uncommon.
True. It's not uncommon.
Wait, true? That
Did we
means
get
it is
that right?
common?
Yeah, true. It's not uncommon for
right.
animals of different species. I'm not saying necessarily like a giraffe and a lion, but maybe
No, but
different,
like-
you
but
know,
like a
different types
horse
of
and a donkey
monkeys
make a
and
mule.
yeah,
So that's
they're part of the
thing.
same
yeah.
species.
Or think about coyotes and dogs.
They're
Yeah. Oh,
but there's
or different species.
they're
Oh,
the
right.
same
well, yeah.
species.
So then
Yeah,
a
what
giraffe
is
and a
different species
giraffe and a
then?
whale.
Okay, the only reason I know this,
A giraffle.
A llama and an elephant.
Right.
Natural,
It does.
natural combinations.
the only reason I know this is because I'm writing a screenplay right now where we made up a character called a Katoon. And so I had to research it. It's a cat and a raccoon.
Is that true? Is that a real
no.
thing?
that
It's
a
made
thing?
up. I had to look it up.
Ah,
It's
damn
completely
it.
made up. It's impossible to happen. But, for the sake of the screenplay, it happened. But it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible for them to.
Okay, yeah, we need some examples of these unlikely animal
Yeah.
couples.
I'm gonna go on.
Is this in
I'm gonna go on the
Florida
interweb.
again?
You would think, but it's no. I guess not. I'm just telling you what it says here,
In
peoples.
Florida, alligators just be fucking whatever.
Yeah,
They're like,
I'm thinking.
we're not picky. Get in the swamp.
I think it really is of the same family. Like it would be like an orangutan and a monkey, maybe something like that, and then a
Or-
coyote and a dog.
That poor monkey.
I know. The monkey's having
I
a bad
don't know.
day.
Who knows? Maybe it's great.
The monkey's all Jodie Foster on a pinball machine, just like fucking going.
Don't joke about that. Don't joke about the accused. That's where I draw the line.
Oh, that's where.
That is where
I like
draw
to
the
know where your
line.
boundaries
Jodie Foster
are.
had a hard time. Her character had a hard
Okay.
time
She
in the
cut her
movie.
hair wrong. That's what drove her over the edge was that bad haircut.
Made her gay.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, she's older, so
That's where I draw the line.
a little less gay now.
A little less.
A little less gay,
She's
yeah. I mean, because
older.
it could
Yeah,
change.
that-
The degree,
With
the
age,
degree
the
of her
degree.
gay,
Yeah.
it's changed.
Interesting.
Changes
Yeah.
your views on Mel Gibson, too, as you get older.
Sugar tits. Sugar tits Gibson. Number 7, no significant differences in sexual responsiveness have been found between circumcised and non-circumcised males.
That's probably not true.
I'm going to say false.
Wait, I'm so confused by the question. What is the question? Just
Is
see
there
why
any difference
I did
in
not do
like
well in school. All right.
Is there a difference in the sexual response between
response.
circumcised and non-circumcised males?
What is a sexual response?
I think if it's more sensitive or less sensitive, and I believe that is a difference.
I do too.
Is that not right?
Well, I have a story about this, but go ahead. I'm
Okay.
curious to hear.
Well, it says no significant differences, so that is true.
So there's some difference.
Oh,
but
there
not
are no significant
Yeah, no
differences.
significant. So if you are not circumcised, you're fine. Or if you're circumcised, you're not really missing out, is what they're saying. You're cool.
I don't have a sweater. That's what you're asking.
Are you sweaterless, Malcolm?
I'm
Okay, so I just want you to know you're not missing out.
Okay. Thank
was-
If you're
I was
feeling like
worried
you're
for
like
a second.
super hypersensitive and you're like missing out on some amazing orgasm, you're not.
Okay.
It's
I
cool.
was scared for 1
Yeah.
second.
You were, weren't you? You're
I
like, I
was.
only
I
have a
was
tank
like,
top.
fuck, I'm
Does
gonna-
the male
Right?
orgasm really need to get any better? I mean, don't you guys pretty much have
Right?
it great?
Any better?
I feel like ours
like-
are better now.
But
Why
like, know
are
what I'm
we-
saying?
Ours
is,
are better
Are
be-
men ever like, oh, that wasn't a great orgasm? Like, aren't most men like, yes, like high fiving themselves?
Yes, any orgasm.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm thinking,
I've never-
I'm never at the point where I'm like, that orgasm was only like a 10.2 on a scale of 1 to 10. Like, I'm happy to climax.
Thank you, Laura.
It's fun to share
She
that.
shows up in the bedroom. She's like, "Hey, I'm just happy to play the game." Like,
I'm just happy to be
I
nominated.
just want you to know I put in 110%, and I'm a team player. I just want you to know I showed up today. I played zone defense. However shakes out's how it shakes out. I just feel like gave my best tonight. Thanks a lot. Gotta go locker room, check in with
Oh my
coach.
God, you're in the closet, aren't you? You're the one in the closet laughing. Oh, it's all becoming clear
I want to
now.
hear the story.
Yes. Story.
Well, I have a 2-year-old boy, and up
cute.
until I almost popped him out, we were on the fence because
Oh, right.
here in Crunchy Granola, Los
Kumbaya,
Angeles,
my lord, yeah.
everybody's like, "How dare you
Really?
do
Yes.
that to their
Yeah, oh, yeah.
genitals?" Oh,
Yeah.
they're called-
Mutilation!
Yeah, mutilation. Of the
How do you
genitals.
do that? Yeah, no, it's
They're-
very big deal nowadays.
And they're called intactivists. To keep the penis intact.
I
They're
want to hit
activists.
all
Yeah.
of them in the
Jesus,
face.
Yeah.
All
So
of them in their
annoying.
uncircumcised crotches.
Yes.
And so I remember being at the park with one of my mommy groups, and we met in yoga. So they're already
Right.
too crunchy for me. And I'm changing my child that's at the time was 6 months old, changing his diaper, and she gasps. And she like loses her mind. Oh, what have you done to
Where's
his
his turtleneck?
genitals? Yeah. And because he is circumcised.
You're like, and I did it at home, though. Does that count?
Right, and I jokingly, I was chewing gum at the time, and I was like, "What? It's right here." She did not think it was funny, but
That is hilarious.
That is
That is
fantastic.
hilarious.
I felt like because
so
I'm Jewish,
obnoxious.
but I'm not
I know.
really Jewish. I'm not really like religious Jewish. But all of a sudden, I felt like Anne Frank. You know what I mean? Like I jumped out. I'm a Jew. Like I felt like I had to defend myself.
You're like, this is a covenant my son has
Right.
with God.
I felt like I needed to say that, but it's so not the reason. And
Right.
the reason is, and also, just really quickly, side note, what difference is it? How does it change your life or your child's life
Seriously.
Yeah.
if my kid is circumcised? Unless he is beating your child with his foreskin. Then we have a problem. Then I can understand how you're like, that foreskin is a problem. Okay, so here's what happened. I am about to have a baby, and I call my nephew. So I was born in Russia, right?
Uh-huh.
So a lot of
Me
my
too.
family, right? Yes. Okay, we're gonna
Oh
talk.
my God,
later.
twinsies.
Right? And
Yeah.
so no one is circumcised in Russia because there's no religion. You're not allowed to like have any kind of for religious covenants, like you said. And my nephew is the only person I know that after he immigrated to the States wanted to have a bar mitzvah. All of a sudden he got real Jewy, and they made him have a circumcision at 13.
Ow.
I knew boys that did it at 18.
Right.
My friend Adam had one done at I think when he was 6.
So he was
Yeah,
the only
enough to
person
old
I
enough
could
to
call.
remember.
He's the only one I could call, and I could speak frankly with him because he's totally cool. And I said, I need to know, is there like, what do you think? Like, what should I do? Because we were really leaning towards maybe not.
Right.
And he says that at 13, boys know what its
Yeah.
purpose is, right? And he says, I absolutely prefer it circumcised. 100%.
Interesting.
Now that's one person's opinion,
Right.
obviously, but it was the literally tipping. Hello,
Hey.
zoinks, some here, like it was a tipping point for us to go. All right, cool. Now we know there's no there wasn't any difference in the sensitivity. He just preferred it. He preferred the way it felt, the way it looked, the way everything. Everything.
I think it's easier to clean, right? You don't have to like peel back the.
But if you are circumcised, that's fine too. What I'm saying is,
For some reason, the penis I'm picturing has a pulley system.
I noticed
I'm
that.
Just, like lowering its little foot. I don't
Like
know.
sails. It has sails.
I did date
Or
one
a
guy who was
curtain.
yeah,
uncircumcised.
I dated one.
Gross.
I dated one. Yeah, I was.
I dated a man that was not circumcised, and it was just
It's not a big
that
deal.
was him.
Like I could live with it because if you like the guy, but
Sure.
I mean, preference-wise, yeah, circumcised.
I want to
over
take pictures of my
uncircumcised.
uncircumcised or my circumcised dick and send them to that lady because that's so fucking inappropriate to do when you're changing your kid's diaper.
And why are you all up in my kid's diaper?
Right?
That's
Why
so-
you?
Get
I'd
out
be
of
more
his
like,
hands.
excuse me, peeping Tom. I realized
you
that.
should
Yeah.
have
Like, stop
totally.
staring at my kid's junk. Like,
And
can we not
also,
do that?
what do you want me to do about it now? Do you see what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
why
I can't
are you,
sew it back on.
Right, like, why are you yelling
But
at
I
me
can crazy glue it.
and lecturing me? Did you want yours for your kid? You know what I mean? Like, here,
Yeah.
have some of mine. You can, like,
That's
sew it on.
so obnoxious.
So weird
So
and
not right,
uncomfortable, and oof, so I didn't hang out with them anymore
Yeah, she needs to be bitch slapped. That's really annoying.
with some foreskin.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. I do realize that is one of those arguments that has been going on here back and forth, which I find fascinating to me because I just think like it's really none of your business. And I know that I had some friends that were going through that and they were trying to struggle with it. And I think one of their main reasons that they weren't going to circumcise their son was because they wanted their son to look like their dad.
Sure.
You know, which I think makes perfect sense, and
Wait,
but it'd be
penis-wise?
interesting,
That does not make perfect sense.
huh?
I mean, if that's what they feel is important.
That's what they felt, and if that was their reasoning behind it, that was okay, fine.
I think
That's why I
weird.
would. That's why I would do
Oh,
it.
I don't shave my vagina, so my vagina looks just like my mom's. If I said that to you, would you not be like, "What?"
But not as a baby.
But
Because if you had a giant
No,
furry
but your
vagina
mom
as a baby,
gets your mom gets a
Some
Brazilian when
Russian
you were born,
immigrants
so
do.
you guys would look alike.
Some
but
Russian-
that is so creepy, is what I'm saying. Why do we want the sons and fathers to have the same looking penis?
well, they're not
That
going to
is
be.
so weird and creepy.
They're not going to be with the same women. It's more about like, if I had a son, I would have him circumcised because I am. But it's
See?
not- but we're not doing Chippendales numbers in 18 years, so it,
Yet.
like,
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So you are not doing it so they look alike, or are you? Are you doing that? I'm sorry, I'm scandalized, but I
know.
trying to make their genitals look like their parents. That is so weird.
Okay,
I don't think
here's-
so.
here's
I don't think so at all. I
one
think if that's what- yeah.
anti-person's stance. This,
Okay.
this was their example. They said, "Well, that's ridiculous to circumcise your child to make it look the same as the father's. Because what if the father was missing an arm? You wouldn't take off one of your kid's arms.
Yes,
that
I would.
He look. Oh,
Yes, I
well,
would.
Then that's. I wish you
Exactly. I mean, that's
were there. So but I understand both ways. Honestly, I don't have a stance. Even though I circumcise my kid, I don't care if your kid's not or is
yeah,
or
sure.
whatever.
Who
No.
gives a shit?
Or
It's not
halvesies,
important to
or
you.
whatever you do, it doesn't bother me. It's not
Right.
going to affect me.
Right.
And that's
You're
what drives
not
me crazy.
his parent. Yeah.
Parents are so they get so self-righteous about what they're doing. What they're doing is absolutely right. I'm the complete opposite. I'm always like, am I doing the right thing? Like I'm always at, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, am I fucking this up?
Right? Am I going to
don't-
break them?
Yeah, I would never ever lecture somebody. I mean, look, honestly,
no, I hate that woman.
I was
Yeah.
very close to saying something, but I didn't. I was in Whole Foods of all places because you think everyone's
makes
so
sense.
like earth friendly.
No,
and
that makes sense.
No,
Earth
pretentious
conscious.
Whole
No.
Foods is a
shit.
judgmental
The
motherfucker
judges-
place.
Yeah.
A 1-year-old
Uh-huh.
standing as the mom is driving into Whole Foods. The car is moving, standing on the car seat. I'm sorry, on the seat in the passenger side without a car seat, standing as
Why?
the car is moving. Exactly.
That's crazy.
I don't get it.
That was weird. They didn't strap the kid in, and the car is moving. Like it's driving into Whole Foods, into the parking lot. Like I'm pulling out. I'm watching this happen. They're churning in. That's the only time where I get like, oh, I should say something. You know what I mean? But I didn't. It's unfortunate. It's terrible. It's dangerous. But it's none of my business. I don't feel like. Now, should I have jumped in and said, you should strap that kid into the car seat? What are you doing? That's dangerous. If you got an accident right now, that kid would fly out the window and be dead. Yeah, maybe will that change something? Maybe or maybe not. Maybe just ruin her day. Maybe just make her angry. Maybe make me angry. Who knows? But that's the only time where I just get really weirded out by like people who make bad decisions with car seats. But other than that, I don't care.
It always makes
I
me nuts
don't
when people
care.
start to make judgments or put their judgments onto other people that does not affect them at all, like gay marriage. I always think
It
no
doesn't
one
take
is going to
anything away
force
from
you to get married. There was another
gonna marry
congressman
your
that came
goat.
out not too long ago that did like that other jump again, where it went from if they get married, then the next thing they're going to marry a goat. And I always it's like it's like just because if two people love each other and they want to get married, it is not going to change your marriage, your life in any capacity whatsoever. So you can stop with your judgmental bullshit right now. I've spoken.
I would say
No, I totally agree. That goes for a lot of things like that.
Unless both the gay people are uncircumcised.
Oh.
Then we're all
Okay,
yeah.
that's a whole
I
nother
just want to
show.
walk up to people and say, "Shut up! I want to see your kid's dick."
Let me see your kid's dick.
That's the follow-up single. That's what we drop second.
Drop second.
Oh my God, that's
Give
fantastic.
us some more.
Can a man experience an orgasm without an erection?
Butt orgasm. Yes.
Wow, she really found the loophole.
You can. You can.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. You can, Malcolm. Your dream can come true.
Yay.
I think he's been experiencing
If that
erections.
answers like some bullshit like emotional orgasm or like
I don't
brain
think so. I think it's your
orgasm,
sphincter. From now on, I'm gonna just look at men, say sphincter, and do the wink and the gun. I think it's gonna do
there's
well.
no okay.
well for
Move
me.
on. I gotta Google later.
How about is it usually the sadist who controls a sexual encounter with a masochist? True or false?
False. Because if the masochist gets to use the safe word, they're in control.
The masochist is in control.
Boom!
Yes.
Wow,
So I am a
I've been
doctor
married
after
way
this,
too
right?
long.
Yes, you are.
Okay, cool.
How long have you been married?
5 years, but together 10. That's a long time.
It's all right.
Um,
Wait till you see my dick.
that whisper song is back. A woman's vaginal lubrication is primarily provided by her greater vestibular glands.
Yes.
No,
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know glands.
I think it comes from that song by Sheena Easton, "My Sugar Walls."
My sugar
Basically,
roll.
actually, it does. It's the tissue directly beneath the vaginal walls, and there's like a liquid that permeates throughout or through the membrane, and then forms like a nice smooth coating.
Insane in the membrane.
Yes, insane in your brain. Yeah,
Do you know
exactly.
why? Do you know why? I'm not trying to get all like right-wing Christian.
Get it?
It's to help a woman get pregnant. That's why.
The juice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Why? How?
Good
It's
to
like
know.
it's like to create like a current, like this way, sperm, get on my.
Yeah, come this way.
Yeah.
Literally, come this way.
Right.
Good to know.
Well, I'm not saying every time you have sex it's to procreate. All right. So
That's
get
what
the
we
wrong
all
idea.
heard.
Yeah, I know.
What I heard is I'm gonna enjoy some dry sex.
There you go. Aww.
Which you
What
can
I
still-
heard is buy lube.
Yes.
How about number 21? Masturbation is condemned in the Bible.
No, it's not.
It's never even mentioned in the
Never.
Bible. FYI. Yep. Yay.
Is that your sound for Are you masturbating right now?
I was
Ding, ding,
earlier.
ding, ding,
I'm
ding.
sure. I'm sure some minister somewhere has twisted that shit up
Oh,
and says that it is.
absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about the elimination of prostitution will significantly reduce the spreading of venereal disease? True or
Wait,
false?
did you say the elimination?
Reduce the spreading.
If
I
you
say
stop
false.
no, it's false.
You're right.
False.
Most prostitutes use protection.
By far, most infections do not involve prostitutes.
They
Now,
involve
we
people
should
lying
tax
about
those
going to
whores.
prostitutes.
Right? They involve Eddie Murphy driving them home. Sorry. I'll never get over that. Just 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I'm just giving her a ride
How many
home.
movies where he's 8 different people does
Yeah.
he have to do for you to respect him again?
Ha!
112.
Jesus.
112 more.
What do you even want?
I don't know. Does a woman's uterus contract during orgasm? Yes or no? True or false?
Yes.
True. This is true. And, oh my God, we're running out of time here. How about most males reach the height of their sexual responsiveness in their teens?
That was the old.
What do you think,
school-
Malcolm?
Oh.
True.
Since you were just a teenager last week.
True.
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 It's still true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, I know you hate to hear it. Ah, look at that sad face.
Sterling.
I need growth hormone, I need Viagra, and I need
Fat
my fucking
trombone.
foreskin
Sterling,
back.
you could get it up right now if you wanted to, right?
That's what we think. We believe in you.
All right, I'll leave you with a happy
Go,
one
go,
then.
go. I don't know about that.
Masturbation has never been considered therapeutic before the 20th century.
No, that's false.
it's false because doctors used to manually stimulate women,
But that wasn't for masturbation.
but to like relieve whatever they thought. But that was still a
Hysteria
thing,
or different
yeah.
things, but it wasn't considered masturbation. They actually stopped doing it when they found
Found out it
yeah.
made the woman come.
But
Yep.
Obamacare is bringing it back.
Yay!
Wow.
It was considered in ancient Greek and Rome. It was Greece and Rome. It was
Masturbation
yeah,
was.
yeah.
considered to be a nice form of therapy. Yeah. There you guys. You guys, we're actually out of time. We're gonna pick this up next week, I think. Right?
Sure.
You want to do some more of these?
Yes.
I think it's good. Kira, where can people find you?
They can find me at my Twitter handle, which is at Kira Comedy, and that's my website too,
Great.
KiraComedy.com.
And
thank
she
you so
doesn't
much.
Tell them about the Tonight Show stuff.
Oh, and I'm on the Tonight Show again in May.
Yay!
Yay! We'll find you at the Sofiya and Stirling Gardner at Twitter.
At the Stirling Gardner, yeah.
And I'm there too. You guys will see you next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, you guys see my dick.
Ah.
That was
Was that